boy Kaifu Lulu here. Hello. How's everybody doing today? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hello. Hi. It's me. I'm back on the YouTubes. Hi. 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 Hey, what's up? What's up, my friends? My Minnesotans, what's up? Wow! I'm so excited. I'm so hyped. And it's not just because I have caffeine in my system. No. I am so hyped for this right now. I can't wait to yap your ears off about my trip. But also, I want to show you my PowerPoint presentation that I whipped out in 2 hours last night. But first off, hello everybody! Hello Sai, hello GT, hello Heidi Seeker, hello Asfaithan, hello Jojo, hello Zebasa, hello Ma number 3, hello Joseph! Good afternoon to you too. Hello. Hi. I'm back, no way! Eating Chick-fil-A, ayo. I could use a grilled chicken burger right about now, oh my goodness. I ate some salami with egg for brekkie that my mommy made me. My mom really likes to make she a few months ago she got one of these round pans. You know the pans with like the circular molds in them? It's for eggs, I think. To make the perfect egg. My mom got that a few months ago and she's been in love with it, obsessed with it, and she's been trying different things out. So this time she put like a salami at the bottom and then put egg on top of it. And so like when you flip it out, there's like a salami on top of the egg. And then she made some waffles and shaped it into a smiley face. It's so whimsical. It's so nice. How did you guess what I got? You're eating a grilled chicken burger? Hey, yo, let's go. Bro has taste. Anyways, how's everybody doing today? Is everybody doing okay? Is everybody doing well on this Monday? I thought my little bro went to his first day of school today, but then because I saw so my room is upstairs and I glanced downstairs and I saw that the bed was empty for my little bro. I was like, oh, was it his first day of school today? And then I went downstairs later on and discovered no, it was not the first day of school today. It's just that his covers are completely off of him and he's sleeping. He's still sleeping. Doing fun tomorrow. I start class at 10 a.m. on yo. Just finished making some nectarine and honey jam. Ayo, from scratch? Just finished a Borgor. Ayo, we got a lot of Borgor not monsters in chat. Ayo. Eating a Nutella sandwich at the moment. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Everybody's nomming. Everybody has food-related activities going on. Let's go. Which means when I show food later on in the slideshow, y'all aren't gonna go hungry. Speaking of which, let us dive right into things, shall we? Woo. I gotta get in my corner. There we go. And then I pull a dish. And then I go boop! Da-da-da-dang! Everyone eating now, I'm hungry too. Oh no, we do got some hungry boys in chat. We got some hungers in chat. Oh dear, it's okay. Hopefully the food I show you ain't that delicious. But please do get yourself some snacks if you're hungers, unless it's like 3 a.m., in which case maybe it's best not to get some monsters. Who's the baddie on the left? I know, the circular fella. Oof, get him some glasses. Hotness factor will increase by multiples of 3. It's only to get worse with the PowerPoint. Yeah, I called you out, so I had a feeling. Green Pac-Man! You know, I actually, I used this template for a PowerPoint when I was in, it was just a few years ago. I think my friend had a art club, and I helped her make some PowerPoint slides, and I found this template. I don't remember where, but I found this template, and it's still my favorite to this day. I love the little guys. You'll see more little guys later on. I love this freaking PowerPoint slide, this Google Slides template. It's so good. but I couldn't find it anymore, so I had to dig through and find some old slides of mine. This was originally a graphic design presentation I made for school that I then worked around to be my experience with New York City by Kaifu. Pac-Man's hot cousin. This is actually if Pac-Man and the green M&M had a baby. Oh yeah, hold on. I was gonna change the music. There we go. Now we gotta change the music to match the vibes, to match the chill vibes of this presentation. Okay. Are you ready? Also, do you like my title? I named it My Experience with New York City because boy oh boy that I have a mixed bag of emotions for this city of York. Reusing old homework is a vibe. You get me. That's right. Ready? Hell yeah. Okay. Alrighty. My experience with New York City. Also, by the way, the reason why I made this a slideshow originally, I was like, okay, how do I organize all of my images in a way that's what's it called? Consumable to you guys. And so I was like, okay, I'll do it in a form of a PowerPoint. And then like Kaifu do, I go overboard. And so I then spent 2 hours cooking up a whole 35 slide presentation for you guys. It's not that in depth. I'm tooting my own horn too bad. It's not that in depth. Okay, are you ready? My experience with New York City by Kaifu. Day 0, the flight. Okay. Day 0, the flight. My flight, my Mina-sans, was at 6 a.m. I believe, my time, to be able to get to the York in time. Okay, and I don't know why. I think it's because I'd flown like I won't name specific airlines, but I'd flown another type of airline in the past, and they always had on-flight entertainment. So I didn't bother downloading any movies, right? I didn't bother downloading any videos, any movies, etc. Right? Sorry, my nose is a little. I didn't bother downloading any movies. Okay, there are so many little guys. Look at all the little guys. They're so cute. But I downloaded a bunch of, I did download movies because I was expecting on-flight entertainment. But right before I left the house, I was like, you know what? I woke up early because I couldn't fall asleep. I was too anxious about having to wake up at 4 a.m. in order to catch my flight. So I couldn't even go to sleep. So I was like, you know what? I got like an hour and a half to spare. Let me download Detective Conan movies, right? So I went on my favorite site and I started trying to download a Detective Conan movie, and I don't know why. I don't know why that site hates me, but like I couldn't download it. I couldn't download it in time. An hour 30. I had an hour 30 and I could not download that shit. And I was going crazy. I was going insane in my membranes. And I was like, okay, whatever. It's fine. No movies, that's okay. I should be able to live. Because you know what? Frickin' I bet there's fun on-flight entertainment, right? Okay, shall not be named unless sponsored. Exactly. No movies, just reading time, except I don't read, and you know what, that's a good idea. I should have brought a book with me, but alas, I'm too stupid. Anyway, so I went on this plane, and immediately I was faced with, ruh-roh. I don't see the first couple of rows having that panel on the back of the chair. Ruh-roh. I know I'm like towards the back, but maybe for some reason they gave the peasants on-flight entertainment and didn't give first class on-flight entertainment. I don't know. But by the time I got to my seat, I realized there was no panel on the back of the chair. It was but pamphlets. It was only pamphlets. Kaifu does. I don't read. I don't have the attention span to read, unfortunately. No, but then I was like, okay, what the fuck do I do? So I was like, okay, you know what? I brought my iPad with me. Maybe I'll draw. So I started drawing a little bit, and then I got bored. And so I didn't feel like drawing anymore. And then that was the point where I was like, okay, maybe I had downloaded something in the past. So I dug through all my files on my iPad. None of it was up to date. I didn't have anything that was downloaded ahead of time. And I was like, oh dear, oh god. Well, that's fine. I'm a little iPad kid, need beeps and bops and boops fiend. I'm surely I have some phone games. The ADHD is wrong with this one. No, real. I couldn't even stick with drawing. I was like, you know what? I'll be productive and I'll draw art for my MV. I couldn't do it. I couldn't focus. Anyways, I was like, okay, surely I have some offline phone games, right? No, I did not. Apparently I had forgotten that I deleted all of them. I deleted all of them because YouTube Playables is king. I was like, I don't need all these extra apps taking up storage. I'll just have my YouTube Playables on my phone. But you can't access YouTube Playables offline. Fake iPad kid estimation. No, real. I don't deserve the iPad kid name. But anyways, all in all, suffice to say, I was like, okay, what do? I can't do anything. So I had a neck pillow on me, and I just micro-napped the entire X hours amounts of flight that I was in the air and whatnot. And eventually, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna tough it out, and I made it to my destination. Okay, I made it to my destination, and I texted Imi and Dempa. I was like, I'm here finally, because they arrived before me. So I was like, I'm here finally. Wow, I can see you guys now. And in my head, I had imagined this romantic little moment, where, I don't know, I go out and I'm like, okay, where are you guys? And then I go out and I seek them, and there they are. My Chingus, my Tomodachis, they're waiting for me at the airport. I finally get to see them real, fleshy selves. I was like, okay, where are you guys? Oh, we're at baggage claim this one. I was like, okay. So I make my way to baggage claim that one. And I was like, okay, I don't see that combination of letters and numbers. So I went up to one of the customer service ladies. I was like, excuse me, where is baggage claim this one? And she said, that's it, international. You're at this one. And I was like, huh. Yeah, if they came from international, cause they're Canadian, you gotta go to they gotta meet you here. You gotta go upstairs, take the escalator upstairs, and you meet them there. And I was like, huh. And so I called Imi, cause Dempa was in the restroom apparently. So I was like, Imi, I have bad news. Imi. And then I was like, I'm gonna call you on Discord. And she was like, hello. Like, Eddie, you have to come to me. I can't get to you. Apparently you're at like another side of the airport. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll meet you there. All right, don't panic. We'll be there soon. I was like, okay. So I just waited, and then I was like, no. These wondrous romantic dreams can still be a reality. And mind you, this point actually, I'm quite hungry because I didn't have anything to eat because I can't eat that early in the morning. And I didn't want to pay for on-flight meals, so I was like quite hungry, but I was like in a state of, what's it called, like something paralysis, where like I could not do anything unless I meet up with them. I needed to meet up with them, or else I could not what's it called, like get food or anything, right? So I was like just sitting there. I was just there at the in between of the international people coming, you know, like in the movies where it's like, oh my god, I'm holding the sign, oh so and so, blah 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 blah, I miss you, blah blah blah, like that kind of thing. I was sitting in that area and I was just waiting. But there was like the sandwich shop right next to it, and I was like, and I sat there waiting with my phone at 30%. I was like, God, maybe I should just get a sandwich. Task paralysis, something like that. Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah, it's the ADHD paralysis, yes. But I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get a sandwich. So I went my way over and I got a nice sandwich, and then I was like, I really hope they're not here, because I'm waiting for my sandwich to be heated up. And then suddenly I got a message from Inmi like, okay, we're here now. And I was like, God damn it, I missed the romance, because they totally walked past me. They totally walked past the sandwich shop, because they were like, okay, we're next to this big ass sign that says Spirit Airlines. And I was like, I don't see that at all. We're next to like a bunch of trees and some trash cans. I was like, everywhere is filled with trees and trash cans. I don't know where you are. So I got my sandwich and I was like, okay, I gotta go. And eventually I moved a little forward. I was like, wait, I see the Spirit Airlines. And then I saw them from behind, because Dempa had previously described what they were wearing. And I was like, wait, I recognize that shirt. And I went, Amy, Dempa! And then finally, I met up with them. And so that was day 0. We then made our way to the Airbnb. There was so much wrong with the Airbnb. It was like, okay, everything was IKEA furniture and everything was just slightly off. And by slightly off, I mean like the TV was hooked on the wall. There's no stand. It's one of those floating TVs, one of them floaters, and it was like tilted forward, right? And below that there was like this little like a I don't know what it's called, like a TV holding thing, but it was floating in the air. It was meant to like hide all the wires and whatnot. Hi Justin, what's up? And then that was tilted forward and tilted to the right, so it looked like this. It was tilted like that, and the remote control could not sit on there properly. And speaking of the remote control, the back of the remote control would not stay on, so the batteries were constantly exposed. And then the toilet of the Airbnb, for whatever reason, the seat was askew, and then there were bar stools, because there was like one of those like kitchen, the kitchen connected to the sink, and like there's like a big space where you can eat there kind of moment, and the bar stools there were wobbly as shit. So everything was just slightly off, but it's okay, it was livable. And Kaifu broke something immediately. I broke something immediately when I got there. I got to show them the peak of my clumsiness, which is, okay, so there was this privacy screen. Because imagine it's like a studio, and then you have like 2 rooms. One room is the bathroom, and then the other room is the bedroom, right? The private bedroom. But then like the studio area, right? The living room had a sofa couch, which could sofa bed, which could make into a bed, and then there was a privacy screen with an actual bed behind it. And I broke that privacy screen, because I'm very cool and awesome and very good with my hands. But luckily I'm tall, so I fixed it. It was like a sliding privacy screen with like 5 panels. It was really weird, but I broke it. And then fixed it, because Lord knows I did not want to pay that cleaner's fee or whatever the frick. So, yeah. So cool, so dexterous. I know. Anyways, so that was day 0. Ain't that so lovely? I think that was it. I'm pretty sure that was it for day 0. Okay. So, next. Day 1. Is, I titled it Eminem, Museum and Musical. And you'll see why that title is freaking clever as shit later. Okay. So, day 1, we decided to go to 2 different museums. And also a musical. So it was a very packed day. The first museum we went to was the Intrepid Museum. The Intrepid, if you don't know, I wasn't really paying attention to any of the infographics or whatnot, but I'm pretty sure, the Intrepid was like a flight carrier boat. It's really huge. They've now made this boat a whole museum in and of itself. I believe it was used during World War II, and stuff like that. So this was one of the planes that was there. I thought it was cool, so I took a photo of it. Aircraft carrier, thank you. So this is one of the planes I was there. I didn't take a lot of photos. And me and Dempa took a lot of photos, a lot of selfies. And I'm not a selfie or photo person, so I was just chilling. I was just vibing. I took some photos just to show you guys later. That's the only reason why I took any photos. And then this one was inside of the boat. This was the spacecraft. I forgot why they had a great spacecraft there. Again, I was not paying attention, but I thought it was pretty interesting how they had like a little cutout for rescue. There was like patches of this she just like me for real. Let's go. #relatable. But they had like patches on the outside that said cut me for emergencies. I'm like, how does that even work? Are you like more pliable? It's IKEA colored in there. It really is. It really is. Hello, Preston. Hello. Yeah, I don't like taking selfies, but that's just because I don't find myself photogenic. I also don't wear a lot of makeup. I would only take a selfie if I had makeup on. Okay, so this was the spacecraft carrier thing. And then, so there was also submarines. In like a gun holder place. I was geeking out a little bit, because I don't know if you can tell, based on the fact that I want to download a Detective Conan movie. I'm a little hyper fixated on Detective Conan right now. So whenever I was in the actual boat with the actual boat things, and this I believe I took from the submarine, because they had like a limited time submarine exhibit. With the submarine that carried nuclear weapons and whatnot. I thought the lore was quite interesting. Basically, they were stationed at like this area right next to Russia and ready to deploy and risk their lives, deploy nuclear weapons at any time. Luckily, they never did anything, but there was this video where they made submarine cake, and I was like, oh my god! Submarine cake! I don't remember if I took a photo of the bakery or like the kitchen where they made the submarine cake, because we were moving quite fast throughout this exhibit, but it was quite cool. I was like, oh my god, that's so wholesome. They made submarine cake. Anyways, so this is the radio room of the submarine. Oh, and I bring this up because the Detective Conan thing up because they had several movies where they were on a boat. They even had a movie where they were on a flight, an aircraft carrier ship. And so like being on the boat and seeing it in real life, I'm like, oh my god, it looks just like Conan. Oh my god, this looks like the area where Conan in movie blah 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 freaking took out his radio watch and then made a phone call, and they thought he was a spy because they found a radio signal on the ship. I was very neurodivergent for Conan throughout this entire trip. Anyways, so this is the radio room, and then this, I don't remember what this is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this was just like a dining area or something. And I took a photo because it looked cool, like beeps and boops. You should have gotten cosplay. I really should have. I did see a Conan cosplayer, as in like they cosplayed a character from Conan at the convention, and I screamed. Aircraft carrier museums are so cool. I agree. Like, I've never been to like a museum like this before, and I was like, whoa, that's so cool that this is what they used. This is the actual stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. That's a dining area. Over here, I'm pretty sure this was a dining area. But what I want to show you is the beds. Imi, Dempa, and I were like so shocked with the beds. We were like, how do they even fit in there? So Imi tried to climb on one of the beds that was in the main museum area that you can like sit on. She could barely fit in there. And we were like, how does a 6-foot tall man fit in here if Imi can barely fit in here? Not a lot of room in subs. Nope. Not at all. I'm like, damn, they had to live like this back in the day. That's crazy. Really, really respect. Big ups. Big respect to these folks, because damn, you're risking your lives out here and you have barely any leg room. That's actually insane. But I will say, I did take a photo of it, but the officers or like the captains had much better living quarters than the normal folk of the ship. They curled up in a ball, I suppose. Pretty sure soldiers and subs have to be under 5'9". Really? Oh, that's interesting. That makes sense. I didn't think about that though. Oh, and then okay, so the next museum we went to was the American Natural History Museum, I believe is what it's called. We didn't manage to do too much, because by the time we got there, we only had an hour and a half to explore before they closed, which is a little disappointing, because I don't know if you guys have been there before. It's a huge freaking museum, really big. I wish I could have seen like the butterflies and stuff, but it's whatever. We basically, so we went in with our tickets and we were like, hey, excuse me, when does the museum close? 5:30. We were there at like 3 or something, and I was like, oh dear. And with our turtle, yes, isn't it cool? I took a photo of this. I did take a lot of photos. Actually, no, I did take a lot of photos, but okay, I'll get to that. Actually, no, I'll say it now. I took so many freaking photos towards the end of this trip, and my phone decided to nuke all of them because I didn't have enough storage left, but it didn't tell me I didn't have enough storage left, so I kept taking photos and videos, and now like half of the stuff I took are gone, and it makes me really sad because I took so many photos while visiting the American Dream Mall, because that shit was so whimsical. I wanted to like show you guys, but I lost all of them to the ether, but that's neither here nor there. So when we got to the place, photo storage go burnt, really, honestly, but it's kind of on me because my minasan's, I have over 12,000 photos, and that's not even counting the videos on my phone. I have a problem. Wait, you went to American Dream Mall, New Jersey? Yeah, we did. Our Airbnb was actually in Jersey because it was more convenient. Yeah. Not 1,200 photos. No, 12,000. So did I say 1,200? No, 12,000. Yeah. Anyways, how nasty were the restrooms? I actually didn't go into any public restrooms, I don't think, other than the anime convention one. But they weren't that bad. 12K, yes. 12K, over 12K photos. I really need to go back and delete all my photos. Because just like my tabs on Safari, I just open it or take a photo. Oh. The Bushy Asmer is here to judge me. Hello, the Bushy Asmer. Yeah, no, I have a bad habit of not going back and deleting all my screenshots and whatnot. Because, you know, sometimes I screenshot and I, like, send it to a friend and be like, hey, look at this cool thing. And then I don't go back and delete it. Dang, oppressive. Avoid public restrooms. Yeah, I tried. I don't pee a lot. I don't use the toilet a lot. I don't use the loo. Took like 100 in my latest trip. Ooh. Bro, save it in the cloud storage, Lamau. My cloud storage is full. I don't know what to tell you. My cloud storage is full. I know. I need to clean up. I need to clean up my storage. I know. Stop judging me. Especially that place last time. I went absolutely abysmal. Yeah, no. I'm really glad I didn't have to use the restroom too much. I probably used the restroom in a 1-to-2 ratio compared to Imi and Dempa. Like, I went to restroom one time compared to, like, the double amounts of times they would go to the restroom. That's because I don't drink water. I don't hydrate properly. Clearly, these men don't understand girly pop trips. I'm dead. Well, I'm not much of a girly pop. I didn't take much photos. They took a lot, though. They took a lot of photos. Anyways, so this museum. When we got there, they were like, okay, you can visit one of the special events going on. However, there's only this one left because we're about to close. And we were like, okay, sure. It was this planetarium thing, and honestly, like, by the time we got there, me and Emmy were like, I kind of don't want to go to this planetarium thing and sit down for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes while like we could have explored the rest of the museum in the meantime. Dempa really wanted to sit down though because we've been walking all day, so we were like, okay, me and Emmy will go explore the rest of the museum while Dempa watches the planetarium, narrated by Pedro Pascal. I can't physically poop outside my house. Honestly, same. I only do the deuce if it's an emergency and I really gotta go. Yeah. Pedro Pascal. Yeah, he was the narrator for the planetarium thing. So then me and Emmy went around, visited the dinos. This is where the dinos were. There was a floating turtle display and it was really big. That's why I took a photo of it. I was like, that's cool and big. Let me take photo. And here, okay, the next slide is something I learned about whilst on this trip, because for some reason this thing wasn't only at the Natural History Museum because it's an animal. Yeah, for some reason there was a display in the Intrepid Museum too for the ground sloth. The ground sloth. My mom would kill to go something related to Pedro Pascal. You better take her to New York right now, buddy, and then take her to the Natural History Museum, because I believe the narration by Pedro Pascal is only lasting for a period of time. You gotta go. You gotta go. Yeah, these big boys. These things are huge. Look at this for scale. So, at the Intrepid Museum, I didn't take a photo of it. I should have taken a photo. But they had a hip bone. They had like, yeah, right? This part would be called the hip bone, and it was freaking huge. It was ginormous, and I was like, what the frick animal is that? This is huge. This can't be a part of our time. But no, it is apparently, because this is a ground sloth. This is a ground sloth. And they showed at the Natural History Museum too. They're terrifying. I don't like them. I don't like big beasts. Why can't you be cutesy tiny little sloth? You look like a frickin' cryptid. Saw that animal in Ice Age 2. Really? Really? Ice Age lied to me. I actually, Lord drop, I have never watched any of the Ice Age movies. I think I owned one of the Ice Age DVDs at one point, but I never watched it for some reason. Or I don't recall watching it at all, actually. At least, yeah. Oh my god, hi Toto! Hello! Yeah, I've never watched Ice Age. Yeah, I've never watched Ice Age, Bo. That needs to change. Maybe next time you can... we could do like a member stream where we strap Kaifu down and force Kaifu to watch all of the movies that Kaifu's never watched before. Like all of the Ghibli movies. Have I told you guys I've never seen any Ghibli movies other than like Spirited Away? And then last time, a few times ago when I hung out with Ma number 3, we were watching Ponyo, but we never finished Ponyo. So I haven't even actually finished Ponyo. Maybe. To be fair, me neither. Hey yo, let's go, my bro. We don't go into, what's it called, play into consumerism of the Ghibli Miyazaki kind. Still waiting for that Shrek watch along for the celebration stream. You're right. Oh, I forgot I was gonna do a Shrek watch along. Okay, that's gotta be next week. Really, just cheese and more cheese. What do you mean by cheese? What do you mean by cheese? The actual food, or like cheesy? Like, it's cheese. It's a cheesy movie. Well, you see, not a fan of Ghibli films? Damn, Debussy Asmer. That's a hot take. Well, I guess all of us will be here together watching Ghibli movies. Okay, so then, speaking of Debussy Asmer, when I told him that I'll be going on a trip to NYC, he was like, "Oh, I've been there. You should try this pizza place called Artichoke Pizza. It's actually called Artichoke Basilius Pizza." And so we went, and hold on, immersion break alert. I have my hand in the photo. Oh dear, immersion break. Anyways, this is the pizza I got. It's a margarita pizza, because I fucking love margarita pizzas. And it was huge. Maybe my hand's just big. I don't know how big my hand is. My hand is bigger than my phone. But like it's a big pizza. It was really big, and you guys might hate me for this, but I use a fork and knife. I use a fork and knife when I eat pizza when it's presented to me, which is exactly what I did here, because it was so big and floppy. I know people do the taco technique, and normally when I eat a pizza, I use the taco technique. But I'm sorry. I don't like getting my hands dirty. I use a fork and knife. I'm sorry. At least I finished the pizza though. Actually, no, I couldn't finish the pizza. This was actually our lunch in between going to the 2 museums. and we couldn't finish it. That's nefarious. I'm sorry. Sai, you understand me? Let's go. The violation of the Geneva Convention. Please, no. Please, I'm just a little kid who doesn't like to dirty my hands. Please forgive me. But yeah, I was originally gonna do it with the taco technique, but then I was like, oh shit, there's forks and knives. Well, I'm not gonna go taco technique, but hey, here's something. I got to feed the ladies. And by that, I mean, hey Emmy, would you like to try a little bit of my pizza? Sure. Takes fork and knife, cuts out a piece, feeds it to her. I fed her. My Oshi doesn't eat pizza like a civil person. I do eat it like a civil person with a fork and knife. Envy. But yeah. We didn't end up finishing any of our pizzas. It was really fucking good though. It was really good. But I see your game. But we took our leftovers and we carried them around because Emmy had a tote bag, and we just like put in her tote bag all day, and the grease may or may not have seeped into her tote bag. Oops. But by the time we got to Book of Mormon, we got the pizzas in, and I was kind of hungry. Emmy was kind of hungry, and we ate our cold pizzas at Book of Mormon. And God, dude, I hate cold food. And I especially hate cold pizzas. But this cold, mwah, magnifique. Oh my God, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. It was the best damn good cold pizza I've ever fucking had, bro. So good. The tote bag pizza. Pro's applying everything she learned from Honey Pop. Let's go. Hey, you gotta feed the ladies. That's how you get them. That's how you get the stamina up. You gotta feed the ladies. Gotta get moves. I only eat my pizzas cold. You're a crazy person. People judging me. Let's all judge bond number 3. Well, my little brother's the same way too. I never understand. I don't understand it. Reheat the pizza in an air fryer. I agree. There are a lot of pizza that tastes better cold. Really? Ugh. I just don't like cold savory stuff. It makes my skin crawl. I don't like it. Okay, but moving on. So before we went to the Book of Mormon, we had some time to kill, so we wandered around Times Square, and we went to a Miniso. They bought some like lashes. Oh, I got Peelers candies for the first time. I've never had a Peelers candy before, but I was like, hey Emmy, do you think I should get a Peelers candy? And she peer pressured me into buying or she didn't peer pressure me, she enabled me to buy Peelers candy, and it was really yummy. We bought overpriced umbrellas because it was really rainy that day for whatever goddamn reason. What? Frozen pineapple pizza? I'm sorry. Are you making a joke? Are you serious? Toto grabs your shirt by the collar. Are you serious right now? My mans? Frozen pizza and pineapple? Since when did I joke with you, buddy? Oh my God. Oh dear, we have a psychopath amongst us. Everybody run, steer clear. Wait, my Oshi doesn't like pineapple on pizza. I don't mind pineapple on pizza. I never said that. It's the frozen part. It's the let it go part that gets me, man. This is the hill I'm willing to die on. Okay, bet. if we ever meet up in person, I am buying a pineapple pizza, putting it in the freezer, and then force feeding it to you to see whether or not you're lying. Because that is literally insane. Actually insane. Like, is it like a savory ice cream? Yeah, how do you even eat this? You're so nice, thank you. You fiend. What a fiend. A devil in disguise you are. Oh my goodness. Anyways, we went to Miniso, but we also went to the M&M place, because I was like, oh my god, wait, we're in New York. We could go get customized M&Ms. So I went to get customized M&Ms. I was so happy. I still have it with me. I haven't finished my M&Ms. They're still in this container. Choco! They're so yummy. They're so good. I haven't had M&Ms in so long. They're so good. So, yeah, if you're looking here, it's my little Kaifu. It's a little Kaifu that'll be on the keyboard that I'll be coming out with as merch later this year. I can never eat them. Well, I have a lot, so it's okay. I'll eat them. And I got a uwu because of course. And then like there was 2 line slots. And I was like, I can't just put uwu, so I put like a winky face. But now I highly regret it because I think just a simple uwu M&M would have been a lot funnier. But that's neither here nor there. And then I got a happy birthday because it was one of the default options. And I didn't want to get anything I Heart New York. But Dempa really did. Oh my god. Dempa really wanted an I Heart New York shirt. And me and Imi were just like, don't buy into the tourist traps. And so by the time we got to the M&M store and they were selling PJs with I Heart New York, but also the red M&M on it, she got them. She got them. And it's beautiful and magical. It's wonderful. You can do pictures now? Bro, when I went, they only let you do preset pics. I'm at, no way, really? Really? When did you go? Because I only knew this from the Odd Ones Out. Like, when the Odd Ones Out went and he printed his little guy. And that was, like, quite a few years ago. Unless you went, like, a long time ago. Like, a long, long time ago. You. Anyways, so that was the M&Ms, and then Book of Mormon. So, when we were deciding which, because we wanted to go to Broadway, we wanted to watch a Broadway musical. We were trying to decide on which Broadway musical we want to see, and we decided on Book of Mormon. Because I was like, I kind of want to watch the Book of Mormon because as you know, I wouldn't call myself a fan of South Park, but I do quite like watching South Park. Hey, failures. So I was like, this is by the same people who made South Park, so hopefully it's funny. And boy, oh boy, it is indeed a very similar style of humor to South Park. I'm glad they enjoyed it because I was a little worried going into it because I've been glazing this as, oh, the creators of South Park made it, because they didn't know it was by the creators of South Park. So I was really glazing. I was like, this is gonna be so funny, guys. It's gonna be so funny. Excuse me. I ate really quickly this morning. I'm full of gas. And I really liked it. I really liked it. Some of the songs, musically, not my cup of tea, but there were a couple of songs where I really liked it. It was stuck in my head for a little bit. Brain wormed its way into my brain. I really liked it. But here's the thing I want to talk about. I did talk about bless me, I burped, sir. I burped. Anyways, what was I saying? Sorry, my brain's blanking. Oh, yes. So we got alcohols, because we were like, you know what, we came all this way, might as well get alcohols. Amy didn't want any alcohols, so me and Dempa got alcohols, and we were like, there were like special cocktails that were for the show, and then I looked at the price, $35 and $45, and I was like, you know what, maybe this lavender cocktail ain't worth it. So I went with a peach IPA or something like that. I don't remember. It was like a peach cocktail. I was like, can I have the peach cocktail, please? And bro handed me a can. I was like, fucking excuse me? I was expecting a cocktail. But whatever. I paid my 20 to 30 bucks for this cocktail in a can and was like, it was waiting for Dempa. And so I told this story last time I went live last Friday briefly, but to catch everyone up to speed who wasn't there, Dempa got one of those vodka Red Bull drinks, right? Where you like mix Red Bull into like alcohol, right? 30, yeah. That is even the tip of the iceberg though. So Dempa got this vodka Red Bull. It's a chode shape. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like a fat cup and short. It's like a little cylindrical prism. Or not a cylindrical prism, a cylinder. And that's the best way I can describe it. It's like not a tall glass, but a short, fat one. And she got like the rest of the can of Red Bull, as you do, right? Very short, very little, and that shit after tip came out to be $45 or something USD, right? And here's the thing, Dempa was having a little bit of trouble paying for this cocktail. She tried tapping. The tap didn't work, so the bartender was like, oh, try chip. So she tried to insert the chip, but she couldn't find where it was. It was at the top of the screen. She didn't see it, and so it takes some time for her to actually insert her card in. This is pertinent to the story. And so she inserted her card. She paid the tip. Bada bing, bada boom. And she came back to me and was like, Kaifu, this costed me 50 Canadian dollars. I was like, excuse me, it costed you what now? And so we thought that was bad, okay? And I'll just skip to the next day. The next day, I was like waking up steadily. They were awake before me, and I like heard some murmurs and about the pricing of the drink and how much she was charged. And later on, I was like, sorry, but I thought I overheard you saying something about the cost of this cocktail. Did you say you got charged $100? She got charged twice. She got charged twice for that little chode of a drink and a little half can of Red Bull. She got charged over $100 Canadian for that. And I was like, Dempa, you gotta call them. You gotta call them to get your money back. This is a significant amount of money. You gotta get your money back. I still to this day do not know whether or not she got her money back. I gotta message her to see whether or not, I was like, dude, you gotta do it. You gotta take a screenshot of her bank account, because in her bank account, it's $100 Canadian statement, with two charges of $50 or whatever, right? So I was like, you gotta take a screenshot of the email, and then or take a screenshot of your bank statement, and then email them, and then get your money back. And she's like, I'll do it after the trip. It's okay. I didn't want to push her because clearly she didn't want to do it, but I was like, okay, whatever. It's your money at the end of the day. Yeah, this is all in New York. Yes, this is all in New York. We were like, we don't even know if she needed to go back to get her money back, or show her receipt or anything like that. Because I'm pretty sure she didn't get a receipt. But anyways, that was the Book of Mormon. It was a nice musical. We ate cold pizza. We had mid cocktails, overly priced cocktails, and a good show. That's that. And then we went back home. So that was day 1. And so wait, hold on. Do you guys get it now? Do you guys get my title now? Eminem Museum and Musical. Do you get how clever that is now? Because get it, we went to the Eminem store and we went to Museum and Musical. Anyways. New York is just too expensive for my blood. Yeah, no, exactly. I don't think I'm ever going back to New York. This is skipping ahead a little bit, but on my flight back, I was talking to this really nice lady. She's a native of New York, and she was like, oh, how'd you like your time there? I was like, oh, it was, fine. She's like, I love New York. I love it. I always recommend, whoever can come to New York. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. And I had to smile and not be like, yeah, I'm definitely coming back here. I'm not going back there. I'm not going back there unless I really need to. Thank you for the Kaifu glaze. Thank you. Anyways, so day 2, I have titled it Nights in Liberty. You'll see why. But first of all, we bought some ingredients for breakfast, and Emmy made us breakfast wraps using some curry that Dempa got from day 0. This is now 2-day-old curry. And so we were like, okay, we should probably use some of it up. So I was like, why don't we put the curry in the breakfast wrap? So Emmy made us breakfast wraps with curry in it. She doesn't like curry apparently, so she didn't put any in her own wrap. But I was like, oh my god, I gotta take a photo and I gotta show off to the people. I got to eat Emmy food made by Emmy for me. Flour tortilla. I know, it's flour tortillas. I really don't like flour tortillas. I'm not gonna lie. Apparently, I don't know if Emmy's never heard of a corn tortilla, but I was like, I don't like flour tortillas. She's like, okay, then what kind of tortillas do you like? Or isn't that the only kind? I was like, you have corn tortillas. And she was like, oh. Anyway, so I just want to show that off real quick. So we went to the Statue of Liberty, and I saw a bunch of people taking photos of the Statue of Liberty with, like, the Statue of Liberty Pikachu and, like, the Statue of Liberty Hello Kitties. And I was like, I have a photo card on the back of my phone. I'm gonna be one of those freaking K-pop stars. I'm gonna take a photo of the Statue of Liberty with my photo card. My BF. Yeah, so this is Jeno. For those of you who are clued into the lore, I accidentally Freudian slipped and called Jeno my boyfriend once, and now it's been a running gag, unfortunately, on my channel. So what were the chances that I had a Anyways, so I took a photo of that, and if you watch Emmy's stream, you'll see there was a couple of photos that I had taken for her, Deppa, and then Emmy took a photo for me, but I really don't like how I looked at the photo. It was so windy. We took a ferry to get there. We took a ferry to get there and everything like that. So, and we didn't realize that you could go up to the Statue of Liberty. Actually, no, I did know you could go to the Statue of Liberty. Did not know you had to book in advance. Monoverse will never let me live it down. No. She never will. That skank. Anyways. Didn't realize you had to book in advance to go on top of the Statue of Liberty or in her. So we didn't get the chance to do that, but we explored the museum a little bit, and the museum had a cast of her face. It's huge. It's really big, which is to be expected. And when I saw this, I immediately was like, and Emmy wanted to take a photo. I took a photo for her. And I was like, Emmy, can you take a photo of me making out with the Statue of Liberty? And she was like, okay. And so once the people dispersed, I quickly ran up. I gave her a smooch. I gave the Statue of Liberty a nice cheeky smooch. This, by the way, is it's the real photo, and I just took some creative liberties. So that's me smooching upon the Statue of Liberty. I needed to. Is that legal? Hey, I mean, anything in the name of love. Freak? Hey, screw you, buddy. What's it gonna do? Say no? Ladies love me. Even the Statue of Liberty loves me. I'm the ultimate Rizzler. I got to kiss the Statue of Liberty. And then we went to the gift shop later, and the gift shop was a big disappointment. I need to say that. I need to get that off my chest. I was expecting great things from the Statue of Liberty gift shop. No. Nothing good. Nothing good. But it tasted like liberty. It sure did. It tasted like liberty and freedom. Oh, freedom. Anyways. So, that was that. And then later in the day, we went to the Medieval Times restaurant. Medieval Times. And I didn't know a lot going into this. I just knew Emmy wanted to go. I looked up like a video and saw it was mid-food and okay jousting show. That was my takeaway from that video. I now know it's pretty fucking good food, plus a really good show. I highly, highly, highly recommend for anybody to go to medieval times. If they're in your area or you're traveling to some place that has medieval times, highly, highly recommend, because I had the time of my life there. And this is the part where I tell you that, sorry, I keep playing with my chair. I keep moving around and playing with my chair. I apologize. So, let me tell you about the medieval times restaurant. I have now told this story a total of 3 times already to various people. So I'm now relaying it to you now. Medieval times, basically, for those of you who don't know, is a restaurant and show experience where they serve you a 3-course meal. Plus, you get to see a show where 6 knights, it's a 3 versus 3 team, duke it out to be the knight to serve the entire kingdom. Or that's what I got from the show. I wasn't really paying attention. It was kind of hard to hear. I kind of need the subtitles. But before going in, I was like, I really hope the knights are gonna be smexy. I really hope they were gonna be hot. They were gonna have like long flowing locks while on top of their steed. And Deborah was like, they're probably a bunch of theater nerds. I highly doubt that's gonna happen. And I was like, you know what? Your boy can dream. Your boy can dream. And so, you know, the knights came in one by one. First, I believe it was the yellow knight. And I was like, ooh, okay, cute twink. Cute twink. Okay, bet. And then the blue knight came. I was like, Lamau, bald. I literally turned to Emmy. I was like, bald. Emmy also said the guy looked like that one meme with the corn star with the doctor nurse robes with his hands together. Emmy said that's what that guy looked like. And then, you know, one by one, like, there was attractive guys, not attractive guys, and then there was ours. We got assigned the green team. And this was the last guy to roll in. He was the last one. He was always the last one to roll in during the entire show. And when he came in, I was like, curly locks? Check. Long flowing locks? Check. And then when he turned around to face us and he was closer, I was like, oh, he's hot. He's so hot. Bro looked like Taylor Lautner. He looked like Taylor Lautner from Jacob from Twilight. He looked very similar to him, but like with like sharper features. And I was like, we won! We got the hottest guy there! And because of this excitement, plus you know, the alcohol, me and Emmy, I don't know if Denpa participated in this because she was quite tired, but me and Emmy sat next to each other. So how the lineup went was Denpa, Emmy, me. And I was sitting at the edge of the table, and we were, whenever he came around, we were like, wow, green, wow, you're so sexy. No shame. I have no shame. I'm like, these people are never gonna see me again. So, wow. It would be easy to find that guy and send him this clip. I sure hope not. So we were cheering for him the entire time, right? And here's something else of note, is sometime during the show, you receive a flower. Emmy really wanted to receive this flower. But Denpa then informed us, she was like, oh, I looked into a little bit. It looks like the flowers they normally give to little kids. And we were like, damn it. Guess we can't get it. And as you can see from the photo, we're at like the second row. This is the first row. We're at the second row. So we're quite a bit away from the stage, right? But when the Green Knight came around, he was like doing his circles, doing his laps. Then he came right here, and he looked at me. I'm not delusional, because he actually made eye contact with me, and he chucked the flower towards my direction. but I didn't want it. So I was just like, Emmy, pick up your flower, Emmy, pick up your flower. And then after she picked it up, I grabbed her. I was like, yeah, you got your flower. Let's go. It was a really dried, I think it was a carnation. I think that's what it's called, but it's pink. So that was that. She got the flower. We got the flower. Amazing. We were like, yeah, fangirling paid off. This is so worth the money we paid for it to get here. And so we cheered on for him louder, even louder. We're like, yeah, wow. And then what we didn't know is there's a second round of, yeah, exactly, Razora, the flower. It looked really similar to that actually. But so what we didn't know was that there was a second round of knights giving shit to people. And so when he made his round, I was eating, by the way. I was eating my food. I was eating my chicken, my half a chicken. It's really hard to pay attention to the show and eat at the same time. So he came back around. The queen was like, fair knights, name your queen of the tournament, your maiden of the tournament, or whatever. And so he did a lap, and then he came to us. Right, he was right there. He was back. And he started pointing. And I really couldn't tell who he was pointing to. He could have been pointing, but towards the first row or us, or even behind us. But he kept pointing in our general direction. And I was like, huh? Who is it? So me being delusional, and I was like, it can't be. It must be. So I pointed at Emmy. I was like this. Emmy sitting right there. I was like this. And then he started pointing harder. He was like, yes. So I was like, Emmy! And by the way, from the first row, there was this nice little old Asian lady who thought it was her. I felt really bad. But she started getting up and everything too. But I was like pointing at Emmy. I was like, Emmy? And he was like, yes. So I came out of my seat. I was like, Emmy, go get your sash! Emmy, go! And she got it. It was for her. And so not only did she win the flower, she got the sash for Queen of the Tournament, which, by the way, was most likely for a child, because that shit looks like one of those prom queen things you put around your body. It does not fit her. She's got quite a petite frame. It does not fit her. But we were like, oh my god, holy shit. So technically, each one of us would have gotten something. I just don't like flowers, and she really wanted the flower, so I gave it to her. But we both technically won something from the hot, sexy Green Knight. And okay, so this is by the time the actual fighting started, because at the beginning it was just shows. When the actual fighting started, I was like, Emmy, this Green Knight better win. We don't want a losing man. He had better win, or else we will be returning the flower. We will be returning the flower to him. We don't need a losing man. And wouldn't you know it, he lost first round. We were quite disappointed. We were quite disappointed, mainly because our eye candy went away. I was like, no! I literally screamed, no, our eye candy! No! So yeah, he didn't come back for the rest of the show until the very end. But then afterwards, they introduced that there would be a autograph and picture session after the thing. So we went out into the lobby and we tried to find the Green Knight. He was very hard to spot for some reason. But we eventually found him, and he was a lot shorter than I was thinking. That doesn't. I mean, height doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me, but he was shorter than me. And I was like, Emmy, go! And he's like, I'm shy. Actually, no, you know what? When we came out, I was like, Emmy, you gotta take a photo with him. You gotta take a photo and get his autograph. You have to. You got both the rose, you got both the flower and the thing. You have to. She's like, but I'm shy. I was like, I will go up to him for you. And so we found him. And I forced Emmy to go in, and she was like, come in. So we all got a photo together. And then when we were walking away, she's like, you're really cute, by the way. He said, thank you. And I was like, oh my god, his voice is so nice. And then she's like, I had to. I was like, thank you. No, you did it for the both of us. Oh my goodness, it was such a fun time. And then actually we forgot to get his autograph, so we had to, oralessly find him again and get his autograph. And I was like, oh my gosh, do you want him to make it out to you? She's like, yes. Can you write to Emmy? Oh my god, it was so fun. It was so fucking fun. So yeah, that was day 2 before Anime NYC. Speaking of, day 3 to 4, I'm gonna mush them together because they were just Anime NYC. Days 3 to 4. Oh, we also went to, actually, speaking of this day, we did end up going to Anime NYC this was the Thursday, so we did go, and then we picked up our badges and everything like that. Yeah, so that was that. 70 minutes into the stream and we just finished day 2. I know, that's what I said. There'd be a lot of yapping, okay? It's a lot of yapping. Anyways, so day 3 to 4, Anime NYC. This is probably gonna go the fastest. Not that I'm complaining. You better not complain. Who's complaining? No one. Exactly. Anyways, day 3 to 4. I saw the miraculous ladybug thing. I saw this on social media, but seeing it in person was so cool. I was like, wow, it's miraculous. In the daytime, I'm married. I just a normal girl with a normal life. I was geeking out so bad. We were supposed to cross the street, but I found a really good angle to take a photo of, and then we ran. It smelled like pee, but I'd endured it just to take the photo. Ladybug, yeah! And then, oh my god, yeah, there was so much Conan. There was so much Conan at this convention. I was geeking out so bad. It wasn't just this. They were showing the English dub for movie 26 of Detective Conan, the Black Iron Submarine. God, look at me, a nerd. I even know what the title is. They were showing movie 2026. I didn't go to it though because it overlapped with one of the panels that Dempa wanted to go to, which I'll show in the next slide. But also, I didn't want to bring them there because I watched all of the Detective Conan movies already. Movie 26 came out 2 years ago. Okay, and although I had only watched it one time prior, I knew that they wouldn't probably enjoy it too much because it was very main story, like main anime lore heavy. So I was like, this is just gonna be, there's 26 movies. There's actually 28 movies now. The 28th movie came out this year. Haven't watched it yet. I'm waiting for it to go on Blu-ray. So yeah, I didn't take them there, but there was so much Conan stuff. There was, like I said, there was somebody cosplaying one of the Conan characters that was so hype. And then there was also someone who had a character eat a bag of one of the Conan characters. His name is Amuro Toru. He's very sexy. I really like him. He's one of my favorites from Detective Conan. I was like, oh my god, I love your Amuro. Eat a bag. And then her friends, and she was like, thank you. And then her friend turned to her and was like, oh my god, another Conan fan. Aren't you so happy? And I was like, I'm happy. And then I showed off my Heiji button on my lanyard because I'm a fucking nerd. It's like, look, I'm one of you. I was so neurodivergent for Detective Conan this weekend. Oh, there was also another booth who was selling merch of the character I told you, Amuro Toru. No one makes merch of him. The only times I see Detective Conan merch, it's like of the titular character Conan, and maybe Kaito Kid, which is another one of the Conan characters. That's it. not Amuro Toru. And so I got two stickers as in the same sticker twice, and then I got an acrylic keychain of it. I love it so bad. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite ships. But anyways, that's the Conan section of this bit. So the panel that we went to was the Panty and Stocking panel. It's the two directors of Panty and Stocking, and one of them is like the main director for art, and the other one's the director for story, for writing. And they were doing a live drawing session, and while answering Q&As. And Dempa really likes Panty and Stocking, so we were like, yeah, let's go. And they were like, you're not allowed to record or take photos. Until the end, they were like, okay, whatever, you can take a photo of this drawing, I guess, and then tell people. So here I am, telling you now, this is the drawing that he drew. It was pretty cool, seeing his process and everything. But actually, the entire time, because he was drawing, right? He was drawing, and then, like, it wasn't really my cup of tea. I got a little bored, unfortunately, and I needed my stimmies. So I pulled out my phone and went on some app that is not meant for drawing, and I used my finger to start drawing, because there was this poster of Panty and Stocking on one of the side screens, and so I started drawing Panty and Stocking. I got bored. I needed stimulation. because he was drawing, which made me want to draw too. So that was that. Kaifu, try not to get bored, challenge impossible. No, literally, I have to be doing something constantly. It's really bad. Thank you, Rubendox on Twitch. That's a Twitch alert. Anyways, so yeah, that's that. And then, so one of the artists, iPad Kid for sure. I know. How can you? It's like, if you've seen enough Kaifu content, you can clock exactly what kind of person I am. I'm a zoomer through and through. Let's just say it that way. So then next, what I want to show you is that one of the artists in the artist alley had this little drawing thing, this board where you can doodle on it, and so I doodled. Emmy wrote, Emmy was here, and then I wrote, and Kaifu too, uwu. And then I drew a little me, and then I drew a little Emmy. She thought it was cute. I don't like how I drew it. It was very difficult to draw with a thick, blunt Sharpie. Closeted Hey, shut. You watch your mouth there, son. You watch your mouth. But yeah, I drew these. And because I really want to draw for some reason, like this entire convention. Cute, thank you. I actually, later on, they were kind of tired. Dempa especially was really tired, so we found this like tea room to just sit in. Cause Itoshi En, the tea company, Ito En, or something like that. They sell tea, and they were sponsoring the con, so they had this whole room where you could just chill. It was like a quiet room. It was very nice, cause Dempa was getting overstimulated, and so we sat in there, and there were papers where you could write, like, trace their calligraphy. But also, because there's paper and utensil, I was like, I'm gonna draw. So I drew Emmy. I don't have a photo of it because, again, my phone nuked itself. So I didn't get the photo is not in my phone. I didn't ask Emmy for a photo because I forgot. But I drew Emmy, and she really liked it, and she kept it. She's like, I'm gonna put it on my fridge. I was like, oh my god, what an honor. It would be on your fridge. Ooh. Ito Ian, thank you. Yeah, that's it. Itoen. Yeah, overstimulation. I'm okay, just cause I'm used to it, but this was also both of their first time in cosplay, at a convention, and stuff like that. Or actually, no, it was Dempa's first time in cosplay at a convention with wig and all. So, she couldn't bear it, which I understand, which is exactly why I brought a lot of Advil with me. I was the Advil vendor. I was like, hey guys, if you need Advil, I have it. Which, by the way, this entire trip I was so overly prepared. I felt like a guardian. Later on, we met with Azura. She wasn't with us the entirety of the trip, but later on we met with her, and Azura stayed with us for a night. And she was like, I didn't bring any clothes. Does anyone have like a t-shirt and shorts? I was like, yeah, I have a t-shirt and shorts. Because I packed 3 t-shirts and 2 shorts with me. It's a little dirty though. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. So, yeah, I gave her my t-shirt and shorts. And then like, oh, does anyone have this? Oh yeah, I have that. Does anyone have this? Oh yeah, I have that. Oh, by the way, I have this. So I was one of those overly prepared people. Yeah. So that was that. Oh, and then, okay, I wasn't gonna show you much of the photos I got at the convention because I don't want to violate their, like, privacy or anything, but I need to show you guys this one because it's so cursed. It's so, prepare yourselves. Ready? Chicken jockey. This guy's hilarious. Look at him. He looks insane. And that thing, wait, hold on. Oops. That thing is a Minecraft creeper that he has on him. And we were like gonna go down and I was like, excuse me, Steve, can I get a photo? Mog Steve, bro. Mog Steve. He's so cool. It is very off-putting. He is very terrifying, but I'm like, dude, that must have taken him so long. But yeah. So that's that. That is that. And that is the entirety of day 3 and 4. I did cosplay as well. I will not be saying who I cosplayed just because I was literally like one of 2 people who must have cosplayed this character at this convention, and there were a couple people who went up to me for photos, and oh my god, actually, you know what? Let me brag a little bit. Okay, so I was the only one who cosplayed this character. It was an anime boy. It was an anime boy character. I felt like a sexy anime boy, and no, it's not Kaito Kid. I wish. I should do Kaito Kid. You know what? That's a good idea. I should do Kaito Kid in the future. But no, I was not Kaito Kid. It was a different character. A different anime boy, and yo, this guy looking fresh. real. But there was this, at one point, there was this girly pop who came up to me and was like, oh my god, can I get a photo with you? And we took a photo together. Actually, no, she got a photo of me. I was really struggling with what kind of pose I wanted to do the entire convention, but, at that point, I finally figured out what kind of pose I wanted to do. So I posed, and she's like, oh my god, yes! And then, she finished taking a photo with me, and she was like, do you have an Insta? I was like, not like a cosplayer Insta. I don't have a cosplay Insta. I don't cosplay often. She's like, oh, I see. Oh, well, you look really good. I was like, oh, thank you. This girly pop wanted my Insta, my cosplay Insta, because she thought I was a sexy anime boy. She thought I was a good sexy anime boy. And I went to Emmy later. I was like, Emmy. And I told her the story. I was like, oh my god, she acknowledged me. Oh my god. Holy shit. This girly pop wanted to follow a potential cosplay Insta of mine. Let's go. She thought I was hot. Kaifu fumbled. I know, I should have been like, yeah, I totally have a cosplay Insta. Makes one really quickly. This is my cosplay. But yeah, no, I mean, that did give me the confidence to cosplay more, but I don't do it too much because I'm very self-conscious of my looks. The Rizzler strikes again. But yeah, so that was that. So day 5 was the Hololive concert. This is Sunday. And let me tell you, we were really pooped. We did not even go to the convention on Sunday because we were walking the entire week. So by the time Sunday came around, we were like, let's just not. And so on this day was the day that we went to the American Dream Mall. Dempa wanted to stay home just because she was very tired. So me and Emmy went to the American Dream Mall. And it was the most magical fucking place ever. It was so magical. And let me tell you why it was so magical, okay? First of all, they had a Toys R Us there. Toys R Us, I fucking miss my Toys R Us's, bro. I miss my Toys R Us's. Oh, hi, it's a random background character. Hello, hello. Thank you. But they had a Toys R Us there, and then not only that, they had a Sesame Street store, and then not only that, they had a DreamWorks store, and then not only that, they had Angry Birds mini golf. Dude, there were so many. It was crazy. It was crazy. And then one of the like little weeb stores in there was selling Conan Gotcha, and I was like, and Conan keychains, and I was like, oh my god, I love New York / Jersey because there's so much Conan shit. But I didn't know that so Dempa had proposed maybe we go to the Nickelodeon Adventure Park or the DreamWorks Water Park. The only reason we didn't go is just because we couldn't fit it in our schedule, and also we didn't have our bathing suits. But perfect place for 13-year-olds and Kaifu. Exactly. Precisely. Oh my god, they had like giant Monopoly too. They had like this Monopoly scavenger hunt, and they had like the giant tokens. God, I took so many photos. They're all in the void. They're all in the ether. I took so many photos. I took a photo of Shrek's yacht through the window to the water park, and I took a photo of his yacht. Oh my goodness, it was so magical. Such a magical, wondrous place. We got gelato, I got a boba, and everything like that. And there was also this one sector of the mall that was just name brand stuff, and even the music was different and the vibes were different. And I thought it was really funny, and we were cosplaying rich people walking in there with our Miniso bags. Oh man. Got to 100% Lego games. Ooh. Nani? Interesting. Could they be in the cloud? That's what I'm wondering. Maybe. But my cloud storage is full. I don't know. I'll have to see. I did delete a bunch of stuff, hoping that it would come back to me. As not. Only one photo has come back to me, which I find bloody hilarious, because it's a photo of a QR code I took at the gaming section of the convention. In the gaming section of the convention, there was this it was a bunch of indie game developers, right? Like showing off their games. One of the games was Yandere AI Girlfriend, and I took a photo of the QR code because I thought it'd be a good game to play on stream sometime. That was the only thing that showed back up in my photo reel, in my photo album, was that. And I find it really funny because it's a yandere AI girlfriend. She doesn't want to leave me. Anyways, sorry. Hololive concert. So after the American Dream Museum, we barely made it to the Hololive concert, but that's okay because I thought I wanted to get there early to be able to get merch, but apparently there wasn't merch, so that's fine. We made it in time. I took a photo of my geeky staring out into the All for One venue. It was really hype. Amy was a little bit car sick and a little bit overstimulated, but me and Dempa had a really good time. Dempa is really social. She was like, those people have 4 light sticks. Usually when you ask them, they might be able to give you their light stick. And so, I was like, maybe, I don't know though, if they offer it, I guess. But then she went out of her way to be like, hey, can we borrow a light stick? And then we borrowed 2 light sticks from this guy. So Dempa had one and I had one. It was really fun. I was like, Emmy, do you want one? You want to try it out? She's like, no, I'm okay. So the entire time we were having fun with the light sticks. It was really hype. There were so many good performances. I really enjoyed day 2. Lifetime Showtime played from Fuwamoko. Freaking Gigi and Narissa for I. Freaking, what was it? Liz, Narissa, and was it Bay or Iris who sung High Tide, aka my favorite fucking Hollow song ever. Oh god, it's so good. It was so good. And then afterwards, when we were trying to exit the venue, there was so much chanting going on. And then I low-key started to chant because Denpa's Oshi is Iris. She was like, there was no one chanting anything for Iris. I was like, very low-keyly, I was like, hi Iris, it's, and then like 10 people at least around us was, it's Iris, like responded. And I was like, damn bro, damn, Hololive fans don't play with their chants. So at this point, we were gonna meet up with Azura to go to a restaurant. I'm not gonna specify what kind of restaurant we went to. Or what happened specifically, because there was a lot of recording and video and photo going on. And you'll see why. So I don't want to elaborate too much. Not that I think anyone from there is here right now, but just in case, you know what I mean. So we went to this restaurant, and suddenly, out the corner of my eye, I see a group of Hololive fans. And I was like, that's fun. What are the coincidences? And then suddenly, one table turned into 2 tables, turned into the entirety of the restaurant was filled with Hololive fans. It was just our table, and then their table, and then a group of normies. Meanwhile, we're surrounded by Hololive fans. And it was the beginning of the day, or like the beginning of them sitting down and eating and everything. So it was a little quiet, and Dempa was like, wow, this is so awkward. They're like all looking at their phones. They're not even socializing or anything. And I had a little bit of alcohol in my system at this point. And mind you, I'm a lightweight, so just a little bit of alcohol got me down bad. Hello bros, as far as the eye can see, exactly. And so I turned to Imi, because Imi was sitting next to me. I was like, Imi, I want to start a chant. And she was like, do it. And I was like, oh, but oh god, I'm not drunk enough for this. I'm not tipsy enough for this. Because what if they don't join me, right? And like, they don't know we're a group who are Hololive fans, because all of them have happies. We don't have happies though. We're just a group of ladies. So then, eventually, what I'm assuming is their pack leader was like, let's shout out, speech, wah! And then Depa went, wah! And suddenly everyone turned around to look at us, and I was like, let's go, Hololive fans! You say, I say wah! You say wah! 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 I initiated the chant! It was awesome! They all joined in! It was amazing! And then after that, like, they all started murmuring to each other, probably be like, wow, I can't believe that those group of girls actually do Hololive, blah, 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 or something like that, I'm assuming. But it was such a high I've never felt before. Leading a chant is awesome, guys. Try it sometime when you're in an environment where you don't think you're gonna be, embarrassed. Because the only reason I did this is because I know from exiting the concert venue that Hololive fans love a good fucking chant. They love a good chant. And so that's what gave me the courage. That and also Depa screaming wah at the top of her lungs, catching all of their attentions to look at us. It was awesome. And later on, they were like taking videos and photos to commemorate the moment, and that's why I'm like, I don't want to go too in depth about like what happened, because we might be on camera. We might be on camera. I'd rather dig my own grave, none of this extrovert shit, really? But it's so fun, dude. Oh my god, please. That fueled me with so much energy. Honestly, this entire trip has just made me more social. Like, since the vid happened in 2019 to 2020 to 2021 or whatever, like, I used to be a very sociable extrovert, but being at home and not socializing with anyone, like, made my sociability go down and down and down to the point where, like, I no longer strictly identify as an extrovert anymore, but more as, like, an ambivert. But now, Now I'm like, let me socialize. Let me socialize with people. I crave social interaction with people. I crave yapping. I crave energy. I'm an energy demon. I suck out your energy. Extrovert energy. But yeah, it was so fun. And at one point, I like whispered to Emmy. I was like, we're like that meme right now. We're like that meme right now. They don't know we're a bunch of VTubers. They don't know we're VTubers, and surrounded by HoloLive fans. They don't know we're VTubers. And then I told the rest of them too. Like, I was gonna say it pretty loud, and then we was like, stop, they might hear you. I was like, hey, you're right. So I wrote it in my notes, and I showed Dempa and Azura, who were sitting across from us, be like, Lamau, the irony that they don't know we're VTubers. Clueless for real. But yeah, it was awesome, and then it was great. So then leads us to day 6, escape in New York. And I say escape in New York because we went to an escape room. Yay! Me, Emmy, and Azura went to an escape room. Do you like my little doodles that I made? Do you like them? I think they're cute. We went to an escape room together. Dempa didn't want to come because, again, she was really tired. We were actually supposed to go on a ferry, a tour cruise ferry at 5 p.m. and then go to 12 p.m. and then go to the Empire State Building Observatory at 5, but we were like, fuck it, we don't want to do any of those things. So Dempa just stayed back and chilled because she was in pain a little bit, and and tired and stuff like that. So me, Emmy, and Azura went to an escape room together, and this is Azura's first time at an escape room, and it was really fun. I get really hyper competitive. VTubers among us. Yes, exactly. They don't know. But yeah, we went to an escape room, and I get really hyper competitive at an escape room, and so I was like, big brain, hyper IQ moment. And then Azura, oh my god, there was this one moment where Azura was like doing something, and I was like, nah, that can't be it. And then she kept cooking, and I was like, wait a second, you're onto something. And then finally we solved the puzzle. I was like, oh my god, Azura! And then Azura like carried, you can't see it, but there's this puzzle right here. Azura carried that one too, and I was like, let's go, dude, let's go. We all did equal contributions. It was awesome. I had so much fun. Yeah, doing things every day and walking a lot takes a lot out of it. It really does. I crave exercise because I never have motivation to like exercise outside of doing anything that I need to do, like with friends or whatever. So whenever it comes to things like this, I push myself to walk because I think of it as exercise. Even if my feet hurt, I will continue to walk. Puzzles are my favorite part. Yes. Oh, speaking of puzzles, for those of you who don't know, this Friday I'll be hosting my own little interactive adventure escape room type puzzle where you guys are the participants and I'm the host. So I hope you can tune into that Friday. Anyways, so we did this escape room, and then afterwards we went to karaoke and we sung a lot of songs at karaoke. It was only an hour though. It was a little scuffed because one of the mics wasn't working, but that's fine. It was really fun. We got some drinks, we got food, and then afterwards we went to go eat these we went to this Chinese noodle restaurant and we ate noodles. And at one point so on the chopsticks there was Chinese, right? And I very loudly was like, 小笼包刀面. I was telling them like 小笼包刀面. That's what it says on the chopsticks. It literally means soup dumpling, hand cut noodles. And then when the lady, the owner of the restaurant, came over to hand us our bowls of noodles, and Emmy didn't want any noodles, so she got her Taiwanese popcorn chicken. She was like, here, and to me, I forgot what she said, but she told me something in Chinese. She was like, 牛肉面. I think she said 牛肉面, which means beef noodles. And I was like, oh, 谢谢. I was like, oh, 谢谢. Really quietly, because she kind of muttered the 牛肉面 to me. So it was like a kind of a, like, I think you speak Chinese, and I think you just spoke Chinese to me kind of exchange. I just found that really amusing. But yeah, so that's what we did on our last day there. And then day 7. Day 7, this was our last day. So aka, this is the day we were flying out. But we had to check out at 10 a.m. So we got all our shit ready, and we were like, where can we go? We went to round 1. And apparently they don't have round 1s in Canada. So this was Emmy and Dempa's first times at a round 1. And I fucking love round 1. So it was a time. I really loved bringing them there. They had so much fun. And Dempa got scammed from one of the claw machines. She paid so much money. She couldn't win this I don't know if you watched Emmy's stream talking about New York, or if you saw Dempa or post about it on her Twitter, but there was this Miko hand puppet she was really struggling to get. She spent so much money on this, and I came over, I was like, you're still on that? Because by the time we came back, me and Emmy were like wandering around, like looking at the claw machines and everything. I helped Emmy win a little cow keychain, and I was like, oh hell yeah. And then went back to Dempa and was like, you good? She's like, I just loaded another $50 into my card. I was like, you did what? You did what? So I was like, okay, hold on. Can I try? And I forgot. It was either first try or second try. I won it. I was like, yo, let's go! What the fuck? I never win these things. And so I helped her win the Miko hand puppet. And then later on, me and Dempa were walking around looking at claw machines. There was another Hololive one. It was a Marine. It wasn't a hand puppet. It was like one of those newies that were lying down, belly down. And I was like, Dempa, if I win this, do you want it? She was like, sure. I mean, I don't know where I could fit it, but I'll take it. I was like, okay, bet. So I won it. I won it on my like second or third try. And I gave it to her because I had no space in my luggage left. So I was like, you said you wanted it. You said you would take it. You're taking it. So she took the Marine plush, and at this point I was like, damn, bro, I'm normally never this good at crane games. What is happening? I think I got the what's it called? The showing off to ladies buff. I got the showing off to ladies buff at the round 1. Kaifu has the magic hands for club, and she's hell yeah. W Riz winning all the prizes for the girls. Exactly. I got the show off to ladies buff. It was crazy. No, not only that, but the entirety of the trip in New York, I was buffed for some reason. Okay, so here's something you need to know about me that you probably already know. When I play video games, I'm very much directionally challenged. Right, fellas? Right? You know this about me. Even in real life, I'm very much directionally challenged. If I take a GPS and I go somewhere once, I don't know the way back. Like, intuitively, a lot of people tell me, it's like, oh, why don't you just think of it the opposite? Like, you turn left there, you turn right there. And it's like, no. That doesn't work. My brain doesn't work like that. But for some reason, when we were on our New York trip, I was the GPS guy. I was the GPS boy. I was the one who GPS'd. Okay? And then I took public transit for the first time. I have a deathly fear of public transit. Okay, but I was the one with the public transit GPS. I mean, everyone had it on their phones, but I was like, okay, we need to get off at this specific stop. And they were like, what specific stop? This specific stop. I was the public transit guy. I never do that. I have a deadly fear of public transit. It was crazy. I had so much character development. Now that I'm back home, though, I think all of it's went poof. And also at the anime convention, they were like, okay, we're such and such place. I was like, oh, it's right there. They were always asking me, like, Kaifu, do you remember where such and such places? And I'm like, yeah, such and such place. And then at one point, Emmy was like, wow, Kaifu, your memory's really good. I was like, no, only when it doesn't count. Only when it doesn't count. But anyway, you locked in and unleashed 100% of your potential for this trip to impress the girls. Literally, my friend, literally. It was crazy. But, oh yes, okay, so, anyways, day 7. That was that. And then we did karaoke afterwards with Dimpa this time. It was very fun. But before I talk about, did you notice I said escape in New York for the last one? This is escape from New York. Haha, I'm so clever. Anyways, too locked in, literally. I even told Emmy, I was like, I think the reason why my memory is so good is because I'm on survival instinct, and if I don't lock in, I think I'll die. Genuinely, I mean, that's my theory, because why was I so locked in? But anyways, so let me tell you about my side quest. Can confirm Kaifu is such a gentleman. I tried to really much be the ultimate gentleman for these ladies on this trip. I was the ultimate acts of service. If I was in a dog and roleplay game, I would be the ultimate acts of service, because I did so much acts of service for all of the ladies during this trip. They needed help. I'd be like, do you need help? They're like, yeah, Kaifu, could you do such and such thing? I'm like, yeah. Or like, oh, I'm gonna step out for a second and I'm gonna like go to the grocery store across the street. I'm gonna get this. I'm like, oh, I'll come with you. Even though like I just woke up. I was like, hold on, let me brush my teeth. I'll come with you. Or like, oh, I need to get such and such thing. I'm like, oh, I'll come with you. And everything like that, cause I didn't want the ladies to be by themselves. You know, I don't want to do that. I want to be the ultimate gentleman, and stuff like that. But anyways, talking about day 7, I want to start out by talking about my side quest. The entirety of the trip, I was on a side quest. What kind of side quest, you might be thinking? Side quest of trying to download the Conan movie that I tried to download before I came on this trip. Long story short, I could not download it properly for whatever reason. So I was really trying desperately to download movie 27. Detective Conan movie 27, because Hattori Heiji's in that one and I really want to watch that one. But at the end of the day, I gave up. I decided to go on YouTube Movies and I rented 2 Detective Conan movies and I downloaded them for the flight. That was that. And it took me it took me 3 days. By the 3rd day, I gave up and I was like, fuck it, it's just $4. So I rented out 2 Detective, or it was $4 each, so I spent $8 on renting Detective Conan movies. Zoomer can't even use their iPad SMH. I didn't know why it didn't work. I tried downloading it, but it just like crashed everything around me. Like, I genuinely think, because so downloading on my iPad was really slow, so I thought it was an issue with my iPad, so I downloaded it on my phone. By the time I finished downloading on my phone, for some reason, the 900 gigabytes turned down into 138 kilobytes. And when I tried to open it, it crashed my phone. It kept crashing my phone. I genuinely think trying to download that Conan movie is the reason why all of my photos and videos went blip. Because exactly. Exactly. But yeah, so that's that. So yeah, at the end of the day, I downloaded it from YouTube, blah blah blah. So after round 1, we went to the airport, I hugged them goodbye, and I went on my merry way. And I sat on the plane, and actually, no, before I even sat on the plane, I noticed there were a lot of old people around me. I was like, why the fuck are there so much old people around me? And then I got on the plane. I was sat at the very back of the plane, and I was by myself at this point. And I was like, okay, I got a window seat. I was like, thank God I'm here by myself. I didn't want 2 people shimmying out for me to squeeze in. That sounds awful. But then later on, these two older ladies apparently got their seats wrong and were a seat behind me and then moved to the seat that's with me. And this older lady who's in her 40s, 50s, probably 50s, started yapping to me. And I was like, oh dear, I don't want to yap to anyone right now. I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of plum tuckered out. I don't want to yap to anybody. But she was really nice. She told me her life story. She said this is like the first time she's going on a trip for herself for since 15 years, because she usually takes time off work in order to visit her grandkids who are in another state, and it's like really, really nice and sweet. She was a very nice lady. I really had fun talking to her, and later on she was like, you're a really sweet, darling gal. You're really polite. You're a sweetie. And I was like, oh, thank you. You know, when an older lady says that to you, you've rizzed up the older lady. So not only have I rizzed up all the ladies from this trip, but I rizzed up this nice older lady who was sitting next to me on this plane. Kaifu was not bluffing. I am the ultimate rizzler. Let's go. Oh, and that random girl from the con. Let's freaking go. But yeah, it was really nice. And so I did end up watching my Conan movie. It was awesome. It was amazing. Kaifu can't keep getting away with this. I'm just awesome. What can I say? You gotta learn from Kaifu. But yeah, so I ended up watching my Conan movie. It was actually movie 26, the movie they showed the English dub for at the convention. I felt a little bit of FOMO, so I ended up watching on the plane, and it was really good. It was really good. I also downloaded movie 21, movie 21, which had Hattori Heiji, my husband, in it. But I'd already seen that movie 4 times already, so I was like, I kind of don't want to watch it. So instead, what I did, I drew. Inspired by the person who made merch of him at the convention that I bought, I started drawing on the plane. And I drew stuff. And I don't know if I'll make this a print or not. But I started doodling something on the plane. Yeah. Nice. Thank you. I haven't drawn a man in a hot minute, and not being able to look at references because, you know, my phone's offline. I can't look at any references. The only reference I had was my movie. My movie. And, like, older photos on my iPad and my phone. It looks really good. Thank you. I tried really hard. Don't mind the warping here. It's because I used the liquify tool. But yeah, and then I got back home. So that was the trip. But we're not done yet. I have some takeaways, which some of you might enjoy this part. I want to talk about my first impressions of everybody. 12k photos and still no references. Yeah, I don't save reference art. Oh, I mean, I probably do have a lot of reference art from like a decade ago saved on my phone. I'm pretty sure there was something, but nothing I needed in the moment. Anyways, my first impressions of Emmy. Or not first impressions, but what I've learned about them. I called it first impressions, but this is mainly like what I learned about them throughout the trip. I learned that Emmy loves Diet Coke. I did not know that about her. She fucking loves her Diet Coke. Anytime it's like at Book of Mormon. Oh, and Emmy, you want anything? Yeah, could you give me a Diet Coke? At the restaurant. Emmy, what do you want? Anything? Could I get a Diet Coke? I was like, is Diet Coke really that good? I didn't drink any Diet Coke during the entire trip, by the way. When I got home, though, I discovered that my mom had bought Diet Coke, so I drank Diet Coke. I drank Diet Coke, and I was like, you know what? I kind of see the vision. I had been sober off of Coke and any type of soft drink for a long time. Diet soda is so bad. I beg to differ. Just specifically for Coke, like, I had been sober off of Coke because normal Coke makes my teeth feel weird. it makes my teeth feel really, really weird. It like strips the enamel from my teeth real bad. So I stopped drinking Coke. But Diet Coke doesn't do that, and it's really yummy and not that sweet. So it doesn't feel like real soda. According to it, it has 0 calories. So I've always been afraid to drink diet stuff too, because I remember as a kid reading about how like diet stuff is just like man-made sugar, which doesn't get metabolized well, blah 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 blah. No. Powerade is my way to go, and Dr. Pepper. Ooh, I haven't drank Powerade in so long. I kind of want Powerade. Maybe I should tell my mommy to buy me Powerade. I only, if I were to drink a drink like that, I would only drink Gatorade. Yeah, but normally I drink like diet Gatorade. I really like lemon lime Gatorade. It's one of my favorites. It's better than drinking the sugar version. That's true. Yeah. Anyways, so Emmy loves Diet Coke, and she really fucking loves popcorn. She really loves popcorn. We bought popcorn twice during our trip. She really likes her popcorn. And we also watched, oh my god, I just remember, we watched a lot of scary movies. It was so fun. It was so fun. Because most of my friends in my friend group, all of them actually, cannot stand horror or anything. So being able to watch a horror movie with somebody in real life was very nice. And we ate popcorn that whenever we watched a movie, because she really loves popcorn, and she'd be like, sorry, I'm like eating all of this. I'm like, you go, girl. I don't really like popcorn like that, so you can eat it. And horror, scary. Yeah, exactly. That's why I can't have fun with you guys. I'm just kidding. Anyways, she also really loves press-on nails. She loves her press-on nails. At the convention, at like a random store in the mall, I'd be like, she would stop and like just look at the press-on nails. And to the point I was like, hey Emmy, you want to look at the press-on nails? And she'll be like, ooh. Yeah. It kind of almost influenced me to get press-on nails, because I don't do any of the mani-pedi, whatever the frick things. But I really like press-on nails. I really like watching videos of people making them and everything. It's so cool. I think it's really cool. I would never wear them on my hands, but I think it's really cool. The only time I think I would ever get a press-on nail would be like if I commissioned someone to make press-on nails for like K-pop boys or something. I think that would be the only time I would ever what's it called? Dabble in the world of press-on nails. So yeah, that's press-on nails. She's also super shy. She's really shy. She's really shy. There were so many times where I'm like, Emmy, you should go up to this person, or Emmy, you want to take a photo with that person? You should go up and say something. She's like, but I'm shy. So a lot of the times at the convention, I had to be like, excuse me, can my friend take a photo with you? I was the resident extrovert. Emmy is shy IRL? Yes, very much so. Very much so. Hi, Mythias. Hello. But yeah, she is very much shy IRL. But I will say, she wanted to go to this content creator mixer at Anime NYC, and I was like, hello? Why? Are you trying to dox yourself? Why? But we did go. I don't like events like that. Mainly just cause, like, I can talk to somebody, but I don't like that kind of environment. Let's just say. I don't like that kind of environment. Mainly, and also because I wasn't mentally prepared for that. But Emmy really wanted to go. So we went to this content creator mixer. It was mostly men. Apparently her aim in that was to meet ladies. It was called a mixer, but it was more like a getting to know, like, network. Exactly, networking. Shy accepts networking. Yep. Except even then, we went there. We went inside, and we went deep inside, and I was like, okay, now what? Are you gonna speak to anybody? And she's like, well, now that we're here, I kinda, I was like, what are you doing? And then eventually, like, a guy came up to us, was like, and like was talking to Emmy like, oh, I know that cosplay. Oh, that's what's it called? From what's it called, right? And we were like, no, it's so and so from such and such. And he was like, oh, of course. And then we kind of scurried away. And then eventually we did, Emmy isn't shy, she's aura farming trust. Yes, indeed, you're correct, Russell, you're correct. She was definitely just aura farming. She never thought she'd get that far, literally. But we did eventually, talk to this one girly pop. They were a cosplayer, and stuff like that. And you might be wondering, why is a bunch of randos wandering into the content creator mixer? It's because randos were allowed to be in the content creator mixer, which terrified me a little bit. I didn't like that, which is why I didn't really feel comfortable. But, you know, we engaged. We engaged with this person. Apparently this cosplayer person, like, had a maid cafe somewhere before. It was quite interesting learning their life story and whatnot. And later on, I actually learned, I'm moots with Juedi Han. I don't know if you guys are familiar. It's the bunny girl, the purple bunny girl VTuber who does a lot of Gundam stuff. I moots with her, and I learned later through Twitter that she was actually at that mixer. I was like, dang, maybe we could have bumped into each other. But she doesn't know. We have not interacted before, so I don't think she would know too well. But I was like, that's cool. But yeah. So then we left eventually. She was like, I don't want to be here anymore. I was like, okay, let's go then. I was definitely like the initiative taker. I was like, okay, let's go then. Let's go. I don't want to be here either. So we went out. I was like, what were you like wanting to get out of that? She was like, oh, I thought we could meet some like cute girls or something who were also VTubers. I was like, you know what? That's very valid. But the entire room was filled with dudes, bro. They were filled with dudes. So yeah, that's that. And then next, my impressions of Denpa. She also really likes Diet Coke. Not only that, she's a caffeine craver. I remember day 0 we went there and I was talking about, oh, I'm trying to wean off of caffeine. And she was like, oh, I'm also trying to wean off of caffeine. But every single day we were there, she had some form of caffeine. I also kind of had some form of caffeine. But, my excuse is that I was still jet lagged. I was still jet lagged from the time zone difference. But yeah, she's a caffeine craver. She's very social. I've been saying like I was a little more social than normal, but she was very social in the sense that I would never go up to someone and be like, hey, can I borrow your light stick? Like, that seems something like normal to do. I have a barrier in my head stopping me from doing that. So I would never do something like that. But she was fine with doing it. So that's what I mean by she's very social. And stuff like that. And then the whole wah! Shouting wah! She doesn't care. She's shy in certain instances, but then she's not shy in others. It's very interesting. Truly in like a put together older woman moment. Sorry, I'm chugging down my V8 currently still. Caffeine fiend is me for real. I have my V8 energy with me. Kaifu, you just reminded me I needed to sleep before 2 a.m. today to fix my schedule. Please do! Oh my god. Fix your sleep schedule. I will say, going to New York vastly fixed my sleep schedule. It fixed my sleep schedule. And now I'm kind of converting back. But I do get tired very early now, so that's good. I like it very much. I would like to be a normal, functioning human being in society, please, thank you. Oh, here's another thing. Dempa's willing to try out anything. I won't go into specifics, but let's just say Dempa knew someone there, and she got invited to, like, a dinner/party thing, and I was like, I don't feel safe. But she's like, well, I'm down to go. Or, like, she'll find a thing that she's never seen before. Like, I don't know if you saw that she posted about this energy drink called Raptor. Raptor, it was just cool packaging. I was with her at the time, and she was like, wow, that's cool packaging. I was like, are you gonna get it? You better drink it. And she's like, yeah, I will. And then she got it and bought it. And then tried it, and well, actually, before she even drank it, Zura was there, and Zura was like, I always look at the nutrition label. And then she looked at the nutrition label, and on the nutrition label, it said 104% added sugar. There was 104% added sugar to that thing. Oh my god. Oh my dear lord. So that's that. So then afterwards, Denpa only took a small tiny sip. She's like, ew. I can't even describe it. Denpa described it as like really sweet Kool-Aid almost. I can't even describe it. It's like fruit punch, but like really sweet, I guess. It was kind of bad. We didn't drink it, suffice to say. And on the very last day, I was like, we were like throwing stuff out that we had in the fridge, and I was like, are you gonna drink this? She's like, no. I was like, okay, well, let's do a commemorative sip. So I took the bottle and like barely touched it to my lips, and it went just like very light, like and then got a little bit in my mouth, and she went even less. She let it just touch her lips, kiss her lips, and then I was like, okay, well, that's that, throw it away. Oh man, 104%. How do you go over 100? That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. It's really scary. It's scary how much sugar is in that. I would not like to find out how much sugar is in that. And then Azura, she's very pretty. She's pretty and has a nice sense of fashion. She's pretty. And she's also a yapper. She's also a big yapper. She's a big yapper. She a big yapper. You think I'm a yapper? She yaps more than me. She out-yapped me. That's how much of a yapper she is. Isn't that crazy? She's also very sweet. And she's a big foodie. She's a big all caps. That's right. A yapper in all caps. What? How? Yeah. No. It's actually crazy, man. It's actually crazy. She out-yapped me. She's also a foodie. She loves eating food. She loves eating, and she can eat a lot. I can't eat that much, but she eats a lot. And also, she made breakfast for us. I think I did take a photo, but again, my phone nuked all the photos. So, but she made breakfast for us. I remember in the morning, I woke up, and then Azura woke up. I woke up and took a shower, and then Azura woke up, and then she was like, I want to make you all breakfast. And I was like, okay. And so I escorted her to the grocery store, and we bought a bunch of like pancake mix, because she can, oh my god, her pancakes that she made, she eyeballs the ingredients because she makes them so much, and it was the fluffiest fucking pancakes I've ever had in my goddamn life. And she made scrambled eggs. Oh my god, those eggs were so fucking good. I literally said, I was like, can you cook for me every day? Can you cook for me every day, mother? Oh my god, it's so yummy. But yeah, and then she forgot. You think my memory's bad? Her memory's even worse. It's really, I thought my memory's down bad. No, apparently not. Apparently there's always someone out there who can beat me in terms of anything, because she forgot her credit card that she used to pay while we were at the restaurant. She misplaced it. Turns out it was in her butt pocket with her phone, which apparently she had checked before, but like later on I was like, have you checked her pockets? She's like, no. I mean, yes, I have. I was like, try to check again. It was in her butt pocket. And then the same breath, we got on an Uber and left, and she was like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? And I called her phone, because we had just exchanged contact info. And I called her phone, and we heard her ringtone in the trunk of the Uber. It was so funny. What's your impression on the gazillionaire tiger Kaifu?
My impression of Kaifu is a masterful riddler who can talk to all the ladies, and Kaifu's super cool, and any lovely lady would be happy to be with Kaifu. No, and that's my impression on the Gazinian Taika Kaifu.
Anyways, last bullet point is she just like me for real. Azura, before this, I hadn't ever talked to Azura, but after this trip, I'd gotten to know her so much, and we're very similar. We're very similar people, and it was very nice to be able to socialize with Azura, and it was super fun, and it makes me want to talk more. It makes me want to socialize with other VTubers more, because honestly, what's there to be scared about? But then again, I really much converse better through calls and stuff rather than messages. Messages are so difficult for me. So I definitely converse better in person or on call or something like that. But I want to expand my horizons, make more friends and stuff like that. So yeah, that's that. And then, how was New York, Kaifu? Let me talk about New York City now. Let me talk about the city of York. Cons. Well, we're gonna start with the cons first. By the way, anyone who's like to see, remember you can subscribe, and in the description you can join the Discord and follow Kaifu's Twitter. Thank you for the plug, GT. Thank you for the plug. Yes, you can subscribe to my channel, and you can follow me on Twitch, and you can follow me on Twitter, and then you can paid chatter. Cons, it's New York. Real. No, you'll see it. Cons. Me no like the city. I don't like the city. I don't like the city where I am. I don't like the city in New York. I don't like the city. I don't like the hustle and bustle. It's awful. And it's stinky. It's so stinky. Reaching the daily Kaifu glaze quota. Yes, sir. Let's go. Come on. I'll be streaming 4 times this week. You guys gotta glaze me every stream. Understand? Do this for free. Hell yeah, GT. My mans. Anyways, it's stinky there. It no matter where you go, you smell the smell of weed or tobacco or pee. It's awful. It's awful. I really didn't like it, especially because of the human subways. I don't know if you've ever gone to a New York subway. It's very convenient, but also it's so disgusting down there. I remember when we first went down, it was so humid. We were getting a Metro card. It was so humid down there. I was wearing like my nice like shorts and like a t-shirt, and I'm putting like a button shirt over the t-shirt, kind of fit. I couldn't, my skin felt like I couldn't breathe down there. It was really awful. It was really, really bad. And it pungent. It had a pungent smell of urine. It was disgusting. It was really gross. I'm someone who doesn't like showers. Brother, New York City made me want to take a shower. Dempa even said, like, I understand why people take 2 showers a day now. Like, New York City has made me appreciate showers. I have family in New York. Most of my memories of the place are being yelled at by homeless people. No. And luckily, we didn't encounter homeless people or had any encounters with homeless people, so. I'm someone who doesn't like shower. I don't like showering. I only shower if necessary. Are we just gonna gloss over that? Yes, we are just gonna gloss over that. Anyways, the human subways. Okay, yeah. When we were sitting in the subway, I straight up just didn't want to speak. And there were many times where we would walk around. Shut up! Don't call me stinky! Don't call me stinky! You're stinky! Shut up! You're stinky! I did find $20 at the street last time I was there. Oh my god, a whole $20? That's crazy. A whole $20 is crazy. Damn, you could buy like a whole meal there. Expensive New York joke. New York expensive joke. Stink Fululu. Shut up. Anyways. Yeah, I straight up did not want to open my mouth and speak sometimes. If Imi or Dempa were talking to me, I would just nod. Because the smell of urine was so pungent. I did not want to get those particles in my mouth, you know what I mean? We did at one point see like a lady drinking coffee with like an open top tumbler, and I was like, how? Holy crap, you can really tell she's a real New Yorker, because damn. I could buy half a drink, almost half a Red Bull vodka, crying on Maine, cries. Oh, Dempa, I really gotta message her and be like, did you get your money back yet? And if she says no, I'm gonna be like, Dempa, why? Oh, yes, the roads are scary. So, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't like jaywalking. I know people may be like, law-abiding, that doesn't apply to jaywalking, blah, blah, blah. I don't like jaywalking. It makes me feel very terrified. I'd rather just take the crosswalk like a good kid. I wait for it to turn white, and stuff like that. I wait for it to turn to the walk sign, and I walk. Because roads are scary and jaywalking is terrifying. The New York traffic, I've heard tales. It's not even the traffic that's bad, it's the drivers. When we were in our Ubers, I felt so claustrophobic. In those Ubers because I like had they would squeeze so close. People would not allow people to merge in that city. People don't allow you to merge in that city. It's actually terrifying. And like there were so many times we had crashed into either civilians or into other cars and trucks. It's so terrifying. I don't like it at all. I don't like it whatsoever. I remember our second Uber that we took. It was on day 1. This guy was by far the worst Uber we had throughout our entire trip. And there were a lot of times. No, in fact, I believe the entirety of the bus, the Uber ride, I had my right foot applying pressure. I don't know if y'all do this too as driving people. I had my foot on the brakes, on the imaginary brakes, while I was in the back seat the entire time, dude. I was bloody terrified. It was awful. So bad. It annoys me so much when people jaywalk with their kids or with their baby strollers. That's really terrifying. Why would people do that? I mean, I guess I did encounter a couple of people who did that in New York City. It was, I hated it. I hated it so bad. But when in Rome, and so I did jaywalk a couple of times, and I felt awful. And policemen don't care, and they shouldn't care. If a policeman tickets you for jaywalking, apparently you can sue them, is what I was told. Because New York is a hustle and bustle city. You don't want to stop the flow of traffic. Okay. Another con is that it's expensive. It's very expensive. We live across from this place, which was a steak diner, and I really wanted to try it during our trip, but we were splurging so much, we couldn't even afford to go to that restaurant. And then there was like this really nice, authentic Italian restaurant. It was cash only though, and it was kind of expensive, so we didn't even go. And lastly, I missed my cul-de-sac. I really didn't like being in the city. I couldn't wait to go home. Mainly just because I wanted to be back in my safe little cul-de-sac. I say that, however, I was walking my dog the other day, and I saw there was a hornet's nest, a really big fucking hornet's nest, maybe the size of my head, hanging from a neighbor's tree. It was terrifying. My skin crawled. So maybe I don't miss the cul-de-sac, but, yeah. But that's enough about the cons. Here's a pros that I had about New York, which is public transit pog. So through New York City, I learned to actually appreciate public transit. Like I said, I have a deathly fear of public transit. I'm okay with it now. I think I'm okay with it now. Now that I've tried navigating a couple of times, I might do it. Not that I need to, because my place is not very walkable, so I might as well just take my car, because I know how to drive. And MetroCard Pog! I really like the MetroCard. I liked how you could use the MetroCard for both bus and also the subways.
That's awesome. And I just had to pay $40 for the whole week. You're kidding. It's awesome.
And then there were so many Conan things. I don't think it was exclusive to New York, but I just need to mention I was neurodivergenting all over the place. It was so good. Oh, and the food really yummy. Very expensive, but very yummy whenever we had it. Very yummy. And then there were so many things to do. I don't like there's no way you can explore like all of New York or Jersey in like a week. You have to do multiple trips back to be able to do everything. Maybe someday I'll go back. Maybe someday, but that is not in the recent years. You know you can do that where we live, right? Like I said, I have a car. Oh, my chat is just slow. You'll hear me say it. This is I have car. I have no need for public transit when I have car. Maybe for the downtowns though. Maybe for the downtown areas. Maybe I will take public transit because I hate driving anywhere in downtown anywhere. But yeah. And then walkable. I enjoyed that it was walkable. Because then it made me go out and actually walk. However, walkable, it might be walkable, but is it safe walkable? Debatable. So yeah. So that's that. Thank you. Wah, pachi, pachi, pachi. Pachi, pachi, pachi. Yeah, I was gonna jokingly put a what's it called? What's the word? A sources slide. I was gonna do like credits or what's it called? My bibliography slide because I'm so used to doing school projects with the bibliography slide. I was gonna be sources. Me. Funded by PBS kids like you. Thank you. That's it. I'm gonna hang with my little friends down here. Can I bore them? I can't believe I yapped about my New York trip for 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's insane. Nice presentation. Thank you. I would get docked off so many points in an actual presentation because that shit's normally like, I don't know, 10 minutes. I went over by an hour, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Now, how do we grade it, chat? Yeah, grade me. It better be a 4. It better be a 5. It better be... Only 2 hours. Ooh, we needed it properly MLA formatted. No, not the MLA. Not MLA formatted. No. I hope everyone takes notes because there's a pop quiz. Ruh-roh. Everybody run! No. Pop quiz. What did Kaifu do on day 3? Eight out of 10 because of fork and pizza. That's so real though. I raised women. Yeah. Here, let me take a sip of my V8. On day 3, you went to Anime NYC. I went to the Itoin Cafe and drew in me. Oh my god, that's amazing. Give that guy, Mons, give that guy a gold star. Give that guy a gold star. You did it. K-Neko. KK Neko. We need the Kahoot code teacher. It's 66658. That's the code. Kahoot of this would go hard. Would it? Like it's hold on. It's like like I show you this photo and it's like, what day did Kaifu take this photo? Was it day 1, day 2, day 0 or day 7? Bum, 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 bum. About to put in the code. Oh dear Lord, please. You're gonna log into someone's unknown freaking Kahoot. It's gonna be like a physics review Kahoot. Day 2, day 1. Oh, ooh. Trick question, Kaifu didn't take the photo. If he did, last day. Oh my god. People actually putting in their answers. Are you ready to see? Are you ready to see what the answer is? Are you ready to see? Well, the answer is day 2. So Joseph, you get a gold star. You get the gold star. We're stripping it away from KK Neko. It is now your gold star. We only have 1 gold star to go around. Yeah! Mwahahaha. Mwahaha. Get good, chat. Get good. Rigged? How is it rigged? Get good. You study up. Work hard. Get good grades. Get gold stars. What do I put as a name? Are you actually joining this right now? I don't even remember what combination of numbers I gave you. Put in as a name, Kaifu. Mom said it's my turn to have the gold star. Only good boys who behave get the gold star. Wait, can I do one of these Kaifu-ceptions? Can I kiss myself while kissing the statue? 8857. Wrong! I said 6658. 6658. I said 6658. Haha, loser. I was trying to quiz you. You don't get a gold star, GT. You don't get a gold star. Anyways, I think not the self-cessed again. What can I say? I have a bit and I roll with it. Kaifu says my favorite flavor. Okay. Anyways, I think I will end the stream here because I had been yapping for 2 hours and 25 minutes. It said I joined late. Aw, man. Well, guess no Kahoot for you. Hold on, I'm trying to find my little friends. There we go. She got the taste of freedom! Salute! Oh my god! I got the taste of freedom! That's so funny. Oh my god, I love that. I will be saying that to everybody from now on. Look at this photo. Yeah, I got a taste of freedom that day. Oh my goodness. But yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for the new Yap stream. Of course. Oh my goodness. I think this is the first time I've officially done a Yap stream. This is the first time I've officially done a Yap stream. All the other times I've done a Yap stream have been unintentionally a Yap stream. Where I'm like, hey, gorilla stream where I do something. I don't know. Yap streams are goated. Hell yeah. I love Yap streams. I love yapping. And engaging in yaps with you guys. Thank you for joining me. Really fun yap stream. Thank you. The Ben 10 yap sesh. Oh my god, the Ben 10 yap sesh. Time to make director's cut of the 30-minute Ben 10 yap sesh to put on my membership. No one's gonna watch it. I'm just gonna watch it over and over and over again myself. Yap streams are the best. They are. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming to today's stream. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I'll be making the rating room soon. I just need to draw the thumbnail and everything. I'll make all the thumbnails and post all of the waiting rooms up by later today. So I hope you look forward to that. Tomorrow I'll be streaming at 1 p.m. PT / 3 p.m. CT / 4 p.m. ET. So I hope you look forward to that. Yay! Spare us, please. No, never. Reminds me, did you see the new daylight curfew Ben 10 jacket? That's just a more accurate jacket. You mean the thing that looks like a tracksuit? I don't like it. I don't like it. If there's something else you're talking about, I do not know of this. But if you're talking about the tracksuit, I did see it, and it's, hold on, let me, daylight curfew, Ben 10. If you're talking, hold on, let me pull up this to show chat. Oh my god, what do you mean it's $120? And it's just a tracksuit, dude. Oh my god. Daylight curfew really out here. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna slander daylight curfew, because they did make my dreams come true. But my Mina-sans, let me take a photo of, get out of here. This is what the $120 Ben 10 jacket looks like. Can I control V? Oh shit, I can't control V. Do I have to save this photo? God, I haven't done anything like this in so long. Ben 10. And then downloads. Ben 10. Okay, there we go. This is what it looks like. This is the tracksuit. The tracksuit. That's 2.5 Red Bull vodkas. Oh my god. When you put it that way, Jesus Christ, those Red Bull vodkas were so bad. They were such a scam. It was so. That's it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's mad expensive for a track jacket, but it's Ben 10 though. No, bro. Look at this. Look at this. No. No. And it's light. Sure, it has the Ben 10. It looks like Ben 10, but you can make this at home. You could go to a Joann's that's still open, and you can get it. It's not worth, little bro. It's not worth. Trust. Sure, the colors are more accurate, but it's not worth. Trust. And for the uninitiated, this is what the Ben 10 jacket I bought is this one. So hold on, let's do a little side by side thing right now. So this is what the Ben 10 jacket I bought was, right? It's a leather jacket. The colors are a little off, but it's still really nice. Versus this tracksuit, which is, by the way, if you compare the prices, this one is $148 before shipping and tax. This is $120. So if you compare like the quality and the materials used, why is there such a why is it so close in price? Why is it so close in price? I don't understand. It's baby puke green. Don't respect my man's Ben 10 like that. Disrespect my man's Ben 10 like that. Oh my goodness. I single-handedly extended the stream by a few hours. Oh no, you got me. You got me hook, line, and sinker. Oh god, I got. The light green one looks better, but the tracksuit has a better green. I agree. It does have a better green, but for $120, are you gonna be buying that shit for $120? I sure wouldn't. My dear lord, I thought that shit might have been $50, maybe $60. Not like this. It's a leather jacket, so it's gonna be more expensive. Yeah, I understand it's gonna be more expensive, right? But that's not what I'm saying. Like, I happily paid $180, $160, whatever the fuck I paid for that jacket. No, it's the tracksuit. Why is the tracksuit $120? Why is it just $30 off of the leather jacket? Like, cheaper. I don't understand. It makes no sense to me. It's so ugly. I really don't like it. It's so ugly. You can have a jacket or 3 Red Bull vodka. Cries. I will update you guys. About the Red Bull vodka reimbursement situation, because I think you guys are invested now. I think we all as a collective whole need to know whether or not Denpa got her money back. Yeah, the leather jacket is barely more expensive. It's awful. Okay. Next thing they drop is a Kevin sweater for $50. Imagine, yeah, no, that'd be actually awful. Imagine they drop the Gwen sweater. Or the Gwen t-shirt. Dude, low-key, I would get that Gwen shirt. But if it's $20. If it's like $50, Nope. Oh yeah, what the fuck is this Red Bull vodka thing? I joined stream late. So, to catch you up to speed, there's the TLDR. Before I end stream formally, I'm gonna end stream. Basically, Denpa, if you're not familiar, Denpa's one of the people I went on this trip with. Denpa got a Red Bull vodka at Broadway, Book of Mormon, and she got charged 50 Canadian dollars, $40 USD for a Red Bull vodka, and then she got double charged, so she got charged 100 Canadian dollars for this one Red Bull vodka that was in a small container, small chode-like container. It was bad. It's bad. $120 plain Gwen t-shirt. Dies. Okay, guys, stop. Kaifu gotta go now. You can't trap me through my need of yaps. You guys gotta let me escape. Oh god, it's not me having you guys hostage, it's you guys having me hostage. I saw someone in my city with the Kevin car with the color scheme and everything. Let's go! There's so many people in my city with that specific color scheme, and I'm like, I know what you are. The other day, I saw someone with a very similar color scheme and type of car to the Ben car. You know, the inferior version of the Kevin car, the Ben car. I saw someone with that, and I was like, yo, that's so cool. Ben 10 hijack. It always happens with Ben 10. God, you guys don't want. I'm lucky you guys don't know anything about Detective Conan, because if you guys knew anything about Detective Conan, we'd be here sat for another hour. Okay, that's it. I need to end. Okay, thank you guys so much for coming to today's stream and letting me yap for 2 hours and 35 minutes. And I will see you guys tomorrow for my kiosk stream. And as a reminder, this Friday will be my magnum opus stream project. A Day Out with Kaifu, which is an interactive choose your own adventure with puzzles that Kaifu made for you. I hope you'll tune in. That'll be at, I believe I made it to be at 12 p.m. PT? Or was it 1 p.m. PT? I don't remember. But it's right on my schedule, which I need to pin on my Twitter. I just remember I need to pin it. Anyways, yes, that's it. Also, I'll post my schedule later in the community tab. Okay, that's it. I'm not gonna. Yeah, thank you, GT, for the other plug. Thank you. Yes, listen to GT. Follow me on everything. Okay, anyway, that's it. Thank you guys so much for coming to today's stream, and I'll see you next time. Bye.